Have you ever felt emotions stuck inside and you found no words to express them? Welcome to what really is dance movement therapy.
Hey Deepti, I hear you're a dance movement therapist. I was very curious to know what it is about. So, can you tell me what dance movement therapy is?
Okay, so we know that our body and minds are connected, right? And what happens is many a times we end up storing a lot of emotions inside our body. We end up storing sometimes trauma inside our body. Through movement, through dance, we help people release these stuck emotions or help them address these traumas that they have been storing, probably a temporary trauma or probably a trauma that they have been storing for years together. So we use movements, we use rhythms, we use different modalities like music, sometimes reflections, and then help them become a lot more self-aware and heal through these experiences of theirs.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. So, do I have to know dancing in order to be able to take the therapy?
Absolutely not. Even though there is that term dance in it, it is there because it is about moving your body. It's not about 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, let's do this, let's move your hands, let's move our legs. It is not like that. It is your own movements, your authentic movement that you find and then expand on it and help the body release any discomfort that it is experiencing and through that address the emotions and mind.
Oh, that's nice. So, do you talk in these sessions or is it only about movements?
There is a talk session also that happens. There is movement also. There is art involved as well because many a times words are not enough to express. The whole concept started with, my words are not able to convey what I am feeling or thinking, or I'm not sure what am I supposed to say. That's when we brought in the body into picture, and that's when music comes into play. That's when art also comes to play. So it's not just about dancing and moving. It's about sometimes talking and dancing go hand in hand. You move and you talk and then we see the magic happen.
Wow. Yeah, I think that sounds very interesting. It's a new way of expressing because usually you either talk, or do other techniques. But I think our mind and body is connected. So it is a unique way of combining both and then,
right?
Yeah, sounds really interesting.
And also, just so that you brought about, it's a new technique. You know what, Asha? For Indians, it is not new. We have always been so open with our expressions and gestures. And when we look back at our itihasas and Puranas also, remember the scene? I'm sure you will remember Lord Shiva dancing with Sati's body in his arms and moving around and creating that Tandava scene. Wasn't that a catharsis movement for him?
Of course, definitely.
So it has been there as a part of our culture, and we Indians have dance as part of every occasion. Birth, death, wedding, celebrations, we are there jumping and dancing, right?
Yes, I think we have dance in every form.
Yes, and not all dances are therapeutic, but then when you come to a dance movement therapy session, because there is a trained facilitator, because there is a therapist who is guiding you, who is observing you, who is pinpointing and telling you what exactly to notice, observe and reflect on, it becomes a intentional therapy session, right? You address specific points, you address things that have been causing problems or discomfort in your life.
I'm just wondering, what are some things that dance movement therapy would address?
It can address anything that you like. As long as I have been dancing, even before I got into the zone of therapy, I remember it just made me feel good. That was the most basic thing that I felt, sometimes peaceful. And then today, if you look back, dance movement therapy can address anxiety, it can address ADHD concerns, it can address grief, it can address all the past trauma that you have been storing. It can also address motor control, movement control. It can help people with their expressions and body language for actors and performing artists especially. It can also help people get back to their routine after, let's say, a surgery, right? So physiotherapy happens, but post that you still have to get back into that routine and zone and feel your body back into your control, right? So dance movement therapy helps with that. It also helps me. I am also a prenatal educator, so dance and movement is a language that we have been born with. Even before we knew how to talk, we know how to move. A child in the womb responds to a mother's voice or father's voice by kicking and moving its body. So movement is inborn, and it helps parents communicate with their unborn babies too. And there are many other ways of using dance movement therapy in everybody's life, I can say.
Absolutely. So when you tell me this, I can imagine people of all age groups can also relate to this. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, from babies to geriatrics, people who are almost bedridden. In fact, I have a friend who works with 70 plus, that age group, and she says it's just so wonderful to see their motor control improving. It becomes very difficult for that age group to have control over their bodies and movements, right? She has seen clear improvement in their own act. They are so independent after coming to these sessions, and it works wonderful with children. Movement and children go hand in hand. It works well with adolescents because they are finding a new body, right? They are dealing with lot of changes in their bodies, so it really helps to address those issues. Young adults, older adults, anybody, so all age groups, most populations can use dance movement therapy.
That's amazing, Deepti. I'm really excited for this. I hope we have more people, who will be curious to know about this and also take this as another form of therapy.
Absolutely. Sometimes it becomes very hard to talk what you feel, or address your issues with words and vocabularies. We are not trained to articulate our feelings and emotions, but with movement, words will not restrict you anymore. That will no longer remain as your limitation. You can express through multiple channels, multiple ways, and hence dance movement therapy is a wonderful, wonderful way for people to get closer to themselves, feel more peaceful, and feel safe in their own bodies and environments.
I agree with you 100%.
So we will not be able to do an entire session right now, but
Okay.
a simple activity probably can give a glimpse of how a therapy session happens, right? I have a prop that we can use, Asha.
Sure. Okay, that looks
Start
really
with
nice.
this, yes, beautiful pink color scarf, and just watch it. And you have automatically started moving, even though I have not asked or instructed you to. That's brilliant. That's how movement therapy session works.
That's
Move
a
it
beautiful
now.
color.
Yeah. So keep moving it. Let your eyes follow the movement. See how it moves, how it flows. And as you do this, include your head. Move your head along with the scarf. Maybe try making different patterns with your hands. Let the scarf move in different ways. And let your head and eyes follow. Let's add a little bit of torso movements to it.
Sure.
Yeah, move your torso and the scarf. All right. Now let's move the scarf in different spaces. Up, above, and move your torso and head. Remember to move that.
Sure.
Yeah, on your side also. Move behind. And explore as many spaces as you can around you, above you, below you, on your side. Be there and hand over the scarf to me. Imagine you are the scarf and just move like a scarf now. Maybe above, on the side. Remember how it was flowing. Remember the waves that the scarf was making, and try and move your hands like that. And now you are a scarf that is folding up very slowly. Bring your movements to a close and pause. So how did that feel, Asha?
That was actually making me feel very light and quite curious actually to explore the spaces around me.
Yes.
It felt very nice, and I don't think I've ever moved like that. So yeah, it was nice to be aware of your movements.
Is it compulsory to know how to dance to do this?
Not at all. I think it was very simple. Like you said, I just was first observing the scarf and did exactly what
scarf
it felt
did.
like a scarf did.
Yes.
Exactly.
So 2 concepts that we explored today in this 2-minute activity was exploring your kinesphere, the space around you, a personal space that you have created, which we can use to develop boundaries or, make strong boundaries or loosen your boundaries. Also, the concept of movement seeding. Even though you're not a dancer, even though you have not danced ever in your life, you can, of course, look at a scarf, right? So that is a movement seeding activity that we did today.
Thank you so much, Deepti. It was so liberating. Thank you for taking me through
Most
this.
welcome. So we invite you, in case you're experiencing loneliness or grief or dealing with anxiety or any kind of trauma, body image issues, or just want to experiment out of curiosity what really is dance movement therapy, then we invite you to join us for a session. I'll be there as part of the AroundWithin team to guide you through and take you through a dance movement therapy session.
Yes, you can do this either through individual dance movement therapy sessions, or you can do it as a group as well. So please feel free to come and explore what dance movement therapy is with AroundWithin and with Deepti.
Thank you.
Thank you.